Hello friends, today in this video we are going to understand about reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relation, equivalence relation and anti-symmetric relation. So friends, let's understand. See, what is reflexive relation? Let A be a non-empty set, then a relation on set A, which means R is subset of A cross A. Okay, so a relation on set A is said to be reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. Every element of A is related to itself. That is, R is reflexive if and only if A ordered pair belongs to relation R for all element of A. That means for all element of A, we must have A is related to A. Then we can say R is reflexive. So, for example, let set A which contains 1, 2, 3. Okay, here R1 relation, R2 relation. Two relations are given which are reflexive relation. Okay, now we check whether they are reflexive or not. So friends, see what are the elements of A? 1, 2 and 3. 1 belongs to A, 2 also belongs to A, 3 belongs to A. Okay, now we find the ordered pair 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 in relation R1 and R2. If we have these ordered pair in the relation R1 and R2, then we can say R1 and R2 are reflexive. See 1, 1 which belongs to R1. 2, 2 which belongs to R1. 3, 3 this ordered pair also belongs to R1. So, for every element of A, we have the ordered pair AA which is belonging to R1. Okay, so R1 is a reflexive relation. Understood? Now you see R2. Here also you see for every element of A, we have the order pair 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. Here you see 3, 3. Okay. So, we have 1, 1 belongs to R2 relation, 2, 2 belongs to R2 relation and 3, 3 this ordered pair belongs to R2 for 1, 2, 3 which belongs to A. For every element of A, we have the order pair AA in relation R2. That's why R2 is also reflexive. Here, notes. Must remember, the identity relation on set A is always reflexive. Means identity relation on a set is always reflexive. See, example here R1. R1 is a reflexive relation as well as identity relation. So all the identities relation are also reflexive relation. Okay, so R1 is both identity and reflexive relation. Second, but a reflexive relation need not be the identity relation. Okay, see, R2 relation is reflexive. Okay, but R2 is not identity. Not identity relation. Why? Here you see, in R2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, these order pair belong to R2. But here, two more order pair are present. That's why it is not identity relation, because identity relation, you know, identity relation is what? A11 means AA order pair such that for all element of A, set A, means for every element of A we must have what? AA only. But here you see 2, 3. 2 is not equal to 3. Here 1, 2. 1 is not equal to 2. That's why this R2 relation is reflexive but not identity. Understood? So next, symmetric relation. A relation on set A is said to be symmetric relation if and only if what? If AB ordered pair belongs to R relation, which implies that BA also belongs to R, then we can say the relation is reflexive. Okay, for all AB belongs to A set. Okay, here you see, if AB belongs to relation R, okay, any ordered pair belongs to R. If we have BA ordered pair also in R relation. Okay, if this is given, if we got this also in that relation, then we can say that relation is symmetric relation. Understood? Here A is related to B if it implies B is related to A also. Then we can say the relation is symmetric. So, for example, let a set A which contains 2, 3, 4 elements. Okay, R1 a relation on set A. Okay, now we check R1 is symmetric or not. So here you see in R1 2, 3 belongs to R1, which implies that 3, 2 also belongs to R1. Here you see, if you take this belongs to R1, then 2, 3 belongs to R1, then 3, 2 also belongs to R1. Here you take 3, 4 belongs to R1, which implies that 4, 3 also belongs to R1. 3, 4, 4, 3. So, the R1 relation is symmetric. Now we check R2. Relation is symmetric or not. Here you see 2, 2 belongs to R2, which implies that 2, 2 also belongs to what? R2. Interchange, then this belongs to R2. But for all ordered pair, we must have the what? Inverse of the order pair. Okay. So here you see 2, 3 belongs to R2, which implies that 3, 2 also belongs to R2. Yes or no? Yes. But for this element 4, 3 belongs to R2, which implies that 3, 4 does not belongs to R2. See, for this we do not have 3, 4 in the relation R2. That's why R2 is not symmetric. R2 is not symmetric relation. Next, notes. The identity and universal relation on set A are always symmetric. The identity relation and the universal relation on a set are always symmetric relation. So, for example, for set A, which contains 1, 2, 3, we have the identity relation 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, and the universal relation we have the element 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. These are the elements of A cross A, which is universal relation. Okay, now we check the identity relation is symmetric or not. The universal relation is symmetric or not. So friends, let's check. Here you see 1 1 belongs to IA, which implies that 1 1 belongs to IA. If you interchange the component, then also you get the same element. That's why identity relation is always symmetric relation. Understood? Now you see the universal relation. For 1 1 we must have, okay, here you see 1 2. 1 2 belongs to A cross A, which implies that 2 1 belongs to A cross A. Here 1 2, here 2 1, you see 2 1. 1 2, 2 1 is present. 1 3, 3 1, okay. 2 3, 3 2, okay. 3 2 belongs to A cross A, which implies that 3 2 2 3 belongs to A cross A. So for every element of this set have inverse ordered pair. Okay, so this universal relation is also always symmetric relation. Not two. A relation R on set A is symmetric if R is equal to inverse of R. Okay, R inverse. When R and R inverse have the exactly same ordered pair, then they are equal. If they are equal, then we say R is what? Symmetric. So here you see R relation contains 1 2, 1 3, 2 1, 3 1. These ordered pair. These are the elements of the relation R. Now inverse of R is what? 1 2, then we get 2 1. 1 3, then we get 3 1. Okay, because you know AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R inverse. You know it. So here you see 3 1 1 3, 2 1 1 2 we got. Okay, now we check that. Now we see that every element of R is in R inverse, and every element of R inverse in R. So they are equal relation, and when they are equal, then R is symmetric. Now you check R relation is symmetric or not? Yes, here you see 1 2 belongs to R, which implies that 2 1 also belongs to R. 1 2 1 1 3 3 1. So R relation is symmetric. Next, transitive relation. A relation R on set A is said to be transitive if and only if AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R, which implies that AC belongs to R. For all A, B, C belongs to set A. So here you see, if A, B belongs to R and B, C belongs to R, A, B, B, C belongs to R. If we have AC belongs to R relation, then we can say R relation is transitive relation. Understood? So you can, in other word, you can write A is related to B, B is related to B is related to C, then A is related to C. A is related to C. Here A is related to B and B is related to C, which implies that A is related to C. Then we can say R is transitive relation. Understood? So for example, let's set A which contains 1 2 3 these elements, okay, and write a relation R that contains 1 1 2 2 1 1 1 2 2, okay, this. Now we check this relation is transitive or not. Here you see 1 2 2 1, okay, 1 2 2 1, which implies that 1 is related to 1. So 1 is related to 1. This order pair belongs to R. Here 1 is related to 1 is present, okay. Now if you take like this, 2 1 belongs to R and 1 2 belongs to what? R, okay. Then 2 is related to 2 is related to in R relation, 2 is related to 2 is in R relation. We have, yes or no? Yes. So this relation is transitive. Understood? Now you check R1 is transitive or not. R1 relation is transitive or not. Okay? See, here 2 3 belongs to R. 2 3. Then 3 2 also belongs to R. 3 2 also belongs to R. then we must have 2 relation in R. So here 2 relation we have. Yes or no? Yes. But if you write like this, 3 relation, this 3 ordered pair belongs to R and 2 3 belongs to R, then to become transitive we must have the order pair 3 3 in relation R. Okay, then only R is transitive, otherwise it is not. So here you see 3 3 order pair is not an element of R1. Okay, so this R1 relation is not transitive. Okay, see equivalence relation. What is an equivalence relation? A relation R on set A is called an equivalence relation if R is reflexive, R is symmetric, R is transitive. Okay, then we can say R is an equivalence relation. Okay, so for example, here for set A which contains 5 6 7, okay, write a relation that is here given R 5 5 6 6 7 7 5 6 6 5, this relation. Okay, now we have to check whether it is reflexive or not, whether it is symmetric or not, whether it is transitive or not. If this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then we can say R is an equivalence relation. Understood? So let's check. Reflexive. For every element of A, we must have the order pair AA in relation R. Okay, so here you see for 5 5 5, yes, for 6 6 6, 7 7 7. So yes, this relation is reflexive relation. So R is reflexive. Now we check symmetric. Okay, here you know 5 5 belongs to R, which implies that 5 5 in relation R. If you interchange the components, then also you get the same component which belong to R relation. Okay, here 5 6 belongs to R, which implies that 6 5 belongs to R. 5 6 6 5. Okay, so this relation is reflexive, sorry, this relation is symmetric relation. It is reflexive also, symmetric also. Okay, now come to check transitive relation. Here in transitive, if you take 5 5 and 5 6, 5 5 belongs to what? R, and 5 6 belongs to R, which implies that 5 6 belongs to R. So here 5 6 belongs to R. If you take 6 6, 6 belongs to R, and 6 5 belongs to R, which implies that 6 5 belongs to R. 6 5 belongs to R. Okay. If you take 5 6 belongs to R, and 6 5 belongs to R. This the second component of first order pair is equal to first component of second order pair, must be equal. Okay, then we must get what? 5 order pair in R. So 5 belongs to R. You see, 5 belongs to R. So R is transitive. Here we got R is reflexive, R is symmetric, R is transitive. Hence R is an equivalence relation. Understood? Next, see antisymmetric relation. What is antisymmetric relation? Okay, so a relation R on set A is said to be antisymmetric relation if and only if what? AB belongs to R, BA also belongs to R, which implies that A is equal to B. A is equal to B. See, AB belongs to R. Here B, this. Okay, then we get A is equal to B for all AB belongs to set A. Then we can say R is antisymmetric relation. Okay, for example, the relation R on power set of S, that is P is power set of S, defined by AB order pair belongs to R if and only if A subset are equal to B. Okay, where AB the set belongs to power set of S, power set of S. Here AB, this order pair belongs to relation R, and BA also belongs to R. Okay, as per definition of the relation, we can write A subset are equal to B and B subset are equal to A. Then you can write A is equal to B, and so R is antisymmetric. Understood? See example 2. Let R be a relation on set n, natural number set. Okay, remember natural number set defined by x related to y. X is related to y if and only if x divides y. For all x y belongs to n set, natural number set. Okay, here you see, for any two numbers, natural number a b, what a divides b and b divides a, that means 2 divide 3 and 3 divide 2. Okay, then 2 is equal to 3. Okay, but here not possible, 2 does not divide 3. Okay, 3 does not divide 2. You see, it is possible only when 2 divides 2 and this 2 divides 2. That means 2 is equal to 2. Okay, otherwise not possible. 2 divide 4, but 4 does not divide what? 2. Okay, so here 2 does not equal to 4. Here a divide b and b divide a means a is equal to b as per the divisibility rule. Okay, here 5 divide 5 and 5 divide 5, that means 5 is equal to 5. Okay, then only divides. So a is equal to b. So R is anti-symmetric relation on set n, natural number set. Okay, in set n. Here you see notes. If AB belongs to R but BA does not belong to R, then also R is anti-symmetric relation. Okay, you know the relation, the symmetric relation, the relation which is not symmetric is also, you can say, anti-symmetric. Means AB belongs to R. Okay, if BA does not belong to R, that means the R is not symmetric, okay, not symmetric. That means R is anti-symmetric also, you can say. So this you keep in your mind. Okay, so this is all about your reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relation, equivalence relation, and anti-symmetric relation. So friend, thank you for watching this video.